Alright, first stop of the day is going to be Timber Creek's Wine and Spirits. I've heard a lot of good things about the store. I've personally never been here, but a lot of guys talk about the store and talk about how great it is, so I'm excited to hunt here. Let's see what they have. Walking in right away, you're kind of greeted with the huge selection of store picks. The owner kind of highlighted that they have a bunch of store picks. I think they said they had over 30. So you have some Yellowstone store picks, Lucky 7 store picks. This is a French oak finished. Sweetens Cove, 5-year and 6-year. Of course, a Woodford Reserve double oak. Some Maker's Mark. This is 109 proof. 3-chord. And then he said all the store picks are pretty much in this area right here. So we'll kind of go through them. Here's that Lucky 7. Jefferson's Ocean. Some Starlights. You have a brandy barrel and a rum barrel finish. Buzzard's Roost. A Old Forester single barrel.
Yeah, you getting ready to sell out or what? Huh? Are you?
Old Louisville. Buckner's 10-year, 122 proof. We got some Penelope Architect, an 8-year Elijah Craig at 131 proof. Bullet single barrel, Wilderness Trail single barrel. You got 2 Old Dominick store picks. One's a 6-year at 127 proof. The other one is a 7-year at 120 proof. You have the Knob Creek 120 proof store pick, a Heaven's Door. Move on down here. You have a Redemption High Rye Bourbon, a Single Estate Filibuster. You have some Jack Daniels picks. This one's 126, coming out of Barrel House 228. Rebel Cast finish. This is finished with toasted oak staves. That 3-chord copper and cask finish, 6-year. And some other picks down here, Doc Swenson's. I'll kind of go through the regular selection they have. So you up top you got Frey Ranch, some Penelope RTDs, and some High West bourbons. Over you got some Sazerac Ryes, some Ben Holidays, some more of those short barrels with that Tokai cast finish, Chattanooga whiskey, all your Penelopes, the F Cancer, the Cigar, the Architect, Weeded, 4-grain. Here is another Starlight sherry barrel finish, Blue Notes. Some Old Elks down here at the bottom with some Widow Janes. Got some typical Whistle Pig, Sweetens Cove, Uncle Nearest, your Old Dominick lineup. How's it going? You got your Duck Club up here, all your Basil Haydens. You see down here we got a Jack Daniels Heritage Barrel, $79.99. It's a good price on that. Really good bottle. You got all your early times. Don't see any black caps back there, but you have them all here, and I saw that the bottle's changing on this, so I don't know if the juice is changing, but the bottle for sure is. Jefferson's Ocean, your Old Foresters. All your benchmarks down here at the bottom. Your 1792 lineup. All your Wild Turkey. Jip the Creed. Again, these 4 years all over Memphis. $59.99, $79.99. You got Bomburgers and Shanks up here for MSRP. Your Elijah Craig lineup. All your grain glasses. Bardstown. Got the Disco 13. More of your Bullet. You got your Lucky Sevens. Woodford Reserve, Sweet Oak, batch proof, and then you have Buffalo Trace, some OGD, and then you have all these larrikins. You got the small batch, Apple Maple, Rosewater, Bottle and Bond. This is a single barrel at 122 proof, 8 years old. American Light Whiskey, 143 proof, 7-year-old single barrel. And then a cigar lounge. So this is the Larrikin cigar, cognac, Amberana, I'm not going to say that word, Madeira, and maple barrels, 9-year-old. Actually sounds pretty interesting. Moving over, you got your Bookers, all of them up here, pretty much. And Old Louisville, Joseph Magnus cigar blend. All your Knob Creek standard picks, cast strengths, makers, regular makers. First West small batch. I've heard about this one, haven't tried it yet, but I've heard it's pretty good. Green River, typical Green River products. All your Jim Beam down here at the bottom. All your Elijah Craig products. Your bourbon aged stouts. I tried this one this year, the chocolate praline, and it is delicious. And then if you're looking for it, Duck Unlimited decanter. It's actually pretty cool. I've seen, and
I've got a couple more coming.
a lot of interesting stuff too, for sure.
Few weeks.
Yeah.
We picked out an old. We had most of our apparel picks. We have. It's not just like 2 people picking them. We try to get a minimum of 8 or 9 people. All at like 20 to 22 is how much the barrel samples yield. But we try to get a good consensus on everything. It seems to work out.
Yeah.
That's why we have such a good reputation for barrel picks, I think, because it has multiple people.
What barrel picks do you guys have coming up here soon?
Old Forester, the 100 proof.
Okay, the black label.
Black label, and then we have a Buffalo Trace single barrel. And Andy, what else do we have coming in? Barrel pick.
Hill 7-year.
Which one?
Heaven Hill 7-year.
Heaven Hill 7-year barrel. That's right, we did pick one of those. Anyway, yeah, seems like we get at least one or so a month.
That's awesome.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's awesome. I see you guys got a Frey Ranch pick up there too. That was kind of interesting. I've seen one of those where I live, and I don't ever see those.
Yeah.
And that's really good stuff.
Yeah, another YouTuber guy, Major Zero, that's what he picked out was what with like 12 people, a couple people from our store. That old Dominic.
Okay.
Wheated whiskey. It's 83% wheat.
Oh yeah, I've seen those been flying around. I think I saw those on Discord, and they looked. People have been saying they were really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some good success with that one. We've only had it about 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, it's on real well.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, our next stop is going to be Corks Farmington. This place is pretty well known in the Memphis area. I've hunted here a couple times, and it's always been pretty decent. So let's see what they have in store here. Coming down to the end here, they have a huge bourbon selection, pretty much this entire wall. So I'm going to try and go over the things that kind of catch my interest and that might be interesting to you guys. So up top, Jacob's Pardon, some Barrel 5-year, Whistle Pig, some Horse Soldier, all your Castle and Keys, Lucky Sevens, another one of these holiday toast, your typical Old Dominic lineup. This one's a single barrel, 6 years, 124 proof. Blue Notes, looks like they got a Blue Note store pick. This one's at 119. Corks store pick. Some Four Roses, single barrels. Elijah Craig's. Some more of those dark arts. Some Starlight picks down here. Old Brick House, Sherry Barrel, and just a regular old Starlight. Down here we got a Bernheim barrel proof for $79.99. Moving on past, we got Bardstown lineup, your Calumet Farms. If you look up top, way up there, Wild Turkeys, Heaven Hill Bottle and Bonds, Maker's Mark. You have your Jefferson's Ocean. They got the Jefferson's Cast Strength right here. All your High West that you could ever want. Knob Creeks. Looks like they have a Knob Creek single barrel. It's the 120 proof. Russell Reserves. Got a Russell Reserve single barrel. More of these Wild Turkeys private selections. This one is a Tyrone again. Another Old Forester single barrel, Warehouse I. It's 129.7 proof. Got your whole Green River lineup right here. Your Yellowstones, Redwood Empire. Kind of some of the typical stuff you see all over here. You got the entire New Riff lineup. The 8-year rye. You got a single barrel rye. Winter whiskey. The 8-year. More of the typical selection. Basil Hayden's. You got some of these Heaven Hill granite glasses here. All your Pinhook vertical series. Penelopes. These Nelson Bros. Doc Swenson's. Got Jack Daniel's barrel proof. This one is 231 at 128 proof. Evan Williams single barrel down there hanging out. And then you got some, this is pretty interesting. Rare Character, 7-year, 4-month, 118 proof. More Lieber's Fork. This place is known for their bundles. They always have some pretty good bundles. Up top you have the 12-year rye. All your Bookers. Got a lone Wild Turkey 8-year. And then over here you got some Weller single barrel full proofs bundled with an Old Dominick single barrel for $159.99. It's a pretty good deal. Your bourbon stouts, and then another Old Forester single barrel coming over here. You got a Blanton's Gold store pick for $169.99. It's probably the best price I've seen in the local area. You got Penelope, F Cancer, Cigar Batch, E.H. Taylor Small Batch, Blanton's for $99, and then your Wild Turkey Master Keep Rye, 10-year, $299.99, and your typical selection of Jack Daniels. So if you're looking for one of these Blanton's Golds, this is a pretty good price here, $169.99, single barrel. Like I said, we have these Weller foolproof bundles, and they have plenty of them back there. And if you look here, they have the Michter's limited release toasted barrel for $149.99, and then they have the Four Roses LE with a Old Forester single barrel attached to it for $129.7. That's gonna wrap up my hunt here today at Corks. As you saw inside, they had plenty of bundles at pretty relatively good prices. A lot of good store picks and a huge selection. If you can, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what I can change, how I can make these videos better for you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and thank you, and on to the next hunt.